Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT. So QNT continues to be in this very difficult corrective sideways range and structure. In the last video we discussed here a potential descending wedge which could be forming, which could still bring price down further. So we have a few things to talk about here. First of all, a few videos ago we talked about it already, that with this low, which was below the low of the wave W, so we have a complex WXY structure on the chart within a wave 2 correction. After that, ideally, we see a third wave rally. But first of all, I'd be careful with this coin. I'd be careful just because we haven't got a confirmed low in place, and I absolutely don't like the structure, how this looks. It's just too choppy. It's just so strange, so slow. Yeah, and we had this head and shoulders pattern. I mean, that hasn't played out, at least not yet, but just saying, yeah, be careful. I mean, we need to see a confirmed low in place. Until then, and for many months I've been talking about that, this is a nice range trading coin. Very well defined support resistance levels. Now it seems to be moving over a little bit to the downside due to the fact that it's producing lower lows and lower highs in line with the analysis. So we're still primarily looking for lower lows, even though with that last low, which was at around $92, price came much closer to my ideal target of 80, the next milestone on this chart, and it made a low below the wave W. So that's typically the preferred scenario, to make a low below that one. The last wave of the correction, which is the Y wave, should always, well, not always, but in an ideal world, go below the low of the first wave, which is that wave W, which was at $94. So technically, from a retracement point of view, and also from a structural point of view, I'd be happy if the low is in now with that low. Yeah, nice reversal as well, but it just can't push. Yeah, it's a 3-wave move up here at the moment, and it would have difficulties to produce a nice impulse out of it. So again, it was rejected in resistance. I gave you these resistance levels here, and so far it can't get above. It can't get above. What I would certainly assume it can do is to max out here the resistance area to maybe touch even the boundary line, the upper boundary line of the descending trend channel. But it's just within this range or price channel, and it would really take a break to the upside of this channel to indicate something more bullish is going on and maybe a low is in. The structure at the moment isn't very convincing, and if it breaks above the channel, 120 will be next resistance, and above 120, yeah, I mean, that is a significant breakout point. A lot of resistance here, yeah, previous support. So it's an important level. I want it really to break above that level. Below that level, we have downside pressure, but at the same time, a lot of support between $95 and $102. So it's just that range we're still dealing with. And I'd like to see eventually further declines, a nice bottoming structure. Again, it could be doing that right now, but the wave count would still suggest one more low in a wave 5. Okay, if it really gets to 80, I don't know. Certainly, it shouldn't be longer than the third wave. So if this is already the third wave, why not establish a key target, maybe a new key target? All right, okay, so I can really only do that once I have a wave 4 in place, unfortunately, right? So that's a bit difficult. So let's assume the wave 4 top is already in, which I think it's not. I think it's going a bit higher, but that could become a much more complex correction. But let's assume it's in. Then targets to the downside are $90.50, the 61.8 extension, and $80, the 100% extension. There's an overlap there between the larger degree 78.6 retracement level and the 100% extension. So pay attention to these levels. Until then, not much change. It really needs a break above the mentioned levels to indicate something more bullish. So it really tests our patience. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update about QNT. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.